Have dating apps warped women's understanding of their own value? This is a question that has been gaining traction in recent times as the landscape of romance and dating continues to evolve at a rapid pace. Initially, dating apps emerged as a simple tool for connecting people who might not cross paths in their daily lives. They were a means to broaden one's horizons, to explore potential love interests beyond geographical constraints. But as with any tool, its impact depends on how it's used, and over time, these apps have morphed into something much more complex. As these platforms grew, they started to reflect the dynamics of a marketplace, where supply and demand play a significant role. The ratio of men to women on most dating apps heavily leans towards a higher percentage of men, creating an environment where women are in high demand, and men are in abundance. This high demand, coupled with the low supply of women, has inevitably influenced how women perceive their own value. In this skewed marketplace, a woman's perceived value is often inflated, leading some to believe they are of higher value than the average man. This perception is not necessarily grounded in reality, but rather, it's a product of the digital environment in which they are operating. Moreover, this altered perception has given birth to a trend where women feel compelled to present themselves in a certain way. The digital dating landscape is rife with women posting revealing photos and projecting unrealistic lifestyles. These platforms have become stages for a performance, where the pursuit of authenticity often takes a backseat to the pursuit of attention and validation. The question then arises, is this inflated sense of self-worth healthy? Or is it merely a facsimile of value, a construct of a digital world that thrives on the currency of likes, swipes, and superficial connections? But what are the consequences of this distorted perception of value? As we delve deeper into this topic, we must bear in mind that while dating apps may have a hand in shaping perceptions, they are merely tools. The real challenge lies in navigating these virtual spaces with a grounded sense of self-worth and authenticity. Traditional dating norms seem like a thing of the past, but how do they compare to the current trends influenced by dating apps? In the days of yore, dating was a dance of mutual respect and admiration. A fine balance was maintained where both partners brought their unique values to the table, creating a harmonious equation. Men and women were seen as equals in the dating field, each bringing their own strengths and attributes to the relationship. Fast forward to today, and the landscape has dramatically changed. Powered by dating apps, a new paradigm has emerged. Women, particularly those on these platforms, often perceive themselves as having more value than the average man. This shift is largely due to an imbalance in supply and demand, where there's a low selection of women and a high, often unrealistic demand. This situation, coupled with the smoke and mirrors of online personas, has created a distorted reality of perceived value. Has the shift from traditional dating norms to dating app trends truly been beneficial? The landscape of dating has undoubtedly changed thanks to dating apps. But at what cost? We've examined how these platforms have shifted women's understanding of their own worth. The high demand and low selection of women has created a skewed perception, making women believe they are of higher value than the average man. It's a world where the illusion of choice often overshadows reality. This is a stark contrast to traditional norms where dating was a more balanced playing field. Today, dating apps have transformed it into a marketplace of unrealistic expectations, driven by the illusion of endless options. The authenticity of connection is often lost in the smoke and mirrors of these digital platforms. The question we now face is whether this is the reality we wished for. Is the smoke and mirror norm of dating in 2024 truly the future we envisioned, or is it time to reassess the role of dating apps in shaping our perception of value?